Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you haven't had a chance to do so by now, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Yes, girls, go a step further. Please tap that notification bell. That way you'll be updated each and every time I'm uploading something new. Girl, follow me on Instagram, what YB Speaks. My business page, Atika Naturals, hashtag coming soon. Hello, God. And follow me on TikTok at YB Speaks. Well, what I've started doing is something different. So my nephew, the football season isn't over with as of yet. They're in the playoffs, I think that's called. Forgive me. Forgive Gail me. You know, I'm still trying to get educated on sports and the terminology that accompanies all of that. You feel me? Lord knows, I be feeling so weird at these games and niggas be trying to talk to me. You see that dog? I don't know. I'm just like the penguins from Madagascar, girl. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. And I just, I don't want to engage in that kind of conversation and look stupid because I don't be knowing what the fuck I'm talking about. But slowly but surely, I am learning, okay? I am learning. So yeah, I'm on my way to go pick him up. I started doing this like maybe 2 weeks ago. So we all know on the weekends and on Mondays, during the week, I usually try to go to the gym during the day. So if I'm tired, if I have like a really, really, really exhausting work week, what I'll do is after I pick him up, we go back home, I'll cook normally, and then I'll wait to eat until after I come back from the gym. So I'll just go to the gym in the evening, like a little bit before it's time for me to go to work. Believe it or not, that gives me a lot of extra energy at work. Lord knows I be needing it. And sometimes, like I said a long time ago, it's good to confuse your body. You know, that's why a lot of us aren't, losing the weight that we want to lose. I remember I was in a plateau for a very long period of time about 2 years ago. And it wasn't until I realized you got to kind of switch up your workouts. You can't do the same thing all the time. And if you do the same thing, but in different order. Increase, the weights, increase the intensity. All of that. But, so yeah, that's what we're going to do today. I wanted to talk about a few things since I foresee me being caught up in traffic. Anyway, so I was rewatching the video I posted yesterday. Was it yesterday? Or the day before yesterday? I forget. But it was the Megan Thee Stallion conversation, but more specifically, the beginning portion before we got into the Megan Thee Stallion conversation. Basically, when I was up here telling my damn business about my failed plans for the weekend with those two niggas at the hotel. So, as I'm watching that, I kind of cringed a little bit on the inside. I'm not gonna lie. Because I was like, although I have said a lot of nastier shit, it just kind of made me feel some type of way. And I was like, girl, not that this is nasty, but you're 35 and you still gonna let them run a train on you, Ebony? You just gonna let them run a train on you, Ebony? And yes, no, Diamond.
Look at you. You all drunk and shit. But you just gonna let them run a train on you? No. You overreacting as usual, Diamond. Oh, I'm overreacting? No, you tripping.
But yes, Diamond, I was. Like, no, that no really meant yes. Maybe a couple more shots of Henny, girl. And it's just like, but the other side of me is like, girl, you're a free spirit. You do what the fuck you want to do when you want to do it, and you're not going to feel ashamed about it, And I also think, like, because what the world you know, has put within the human experience what the standard of human experiences should be, right? If you go too far left, you could be considered weird, crazy, or even a whore, you know? And why are we putting timetables on Hodem? Because let's be real, they say a lot of the girls get down to the nursing homes. You think the juices stop flowing when you reach a certain age? No, ma'am. You hear a lot of stories, girl. These old hoes be getting it. These old niggas be slanging that old wrinkly ass dick, and them old hoes be, they be out here, giving that cooch away. I actually read some statistic years ago that said there's a bigger increase in elderly people basically getting more sexually transmitted diseases than any other type of like generation or whatever, age group, child, whatever, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh girl. So it just really, I'm a fence with that, you know? And the other part of me is like, girl, like, when do you settle down? Like, when do you, and again, I just feel like we're going, that other mind is the mind of the world, the mind of what you have been taught to believe. You know? Like, bitch, I don't really want love right now. I don't even think I'm ever gonna want it, girl. Like, I just don't want to waste my fucking time. I would rather try my best to be happy with me. But I would not be against if it just happened. You know, I'm not out here, let me rephrase all of that then. I'm not out here actively searching for that shit. I'm not ready for it right now. I don't want it right now. If on my journey, hello God, it should so happen to find me, I won't turn it away. I'll entertain it. Hello. I'll try to get to know it. But y'all know damn well I'm going to analyze that shit to make sure that it's at least 80% real. Shit, and even then there's a question mark there too. I'm sorry, girl, just the how we all living now, girl, we over here in this life, and you can't trust shit. And you sure can't trust you can't trust everybody. A lot of us, girl, we have been fools for the wrong people. You'll never be a fool with the right one. Hello. I'm not trying to be a fool for the wrong one. I wasted a lot of time. I wasted a lot of energy. I wasted a lot of me. And I'll be motherfucking damned if that happens again. No. But I just wanted to say that real quick. Like, I'm not ashamed, you know what I'm saying? Because if I'm talking about it, it means that, girl, it is what it is. And y'all know me by now. I don't give a fuck. But there are moments where I do have to look within thine self and be like, girl, like, and then I'm looking around like, yes, I've gone through some things recently. So is this like how I kind of relayed the Megan Thee Stallion message in the video? Like, you're going through some stuff, girl, and your outlets more than likely consist of, drinking. I don't drink like that, but that's why I stopped drinking, because that used to be one of my outlets many years ago when I was a young bitch. And that drinking shit, girl, I'm about to say I missed my exit talking shit. But yeah, it used to be me, but I feel like what's always been there as a coping mechanism is, girl, sex. That's always been my outlet. And when I tell you, girl, remember when Mufasa was talking to Simba, girl, and he was like, all the kings of the past are up there. Bitch, when I look at all the mini stars, I be like, girl, like, my body count, bitch. Girl, those are all the kings that stood before us. Bitch, bitch stood before me, in me, on me, hello God, bitch, totally reigned supreme, bitch. Those are all the kings of the past, hello God. Some were peasants too, and jesters, bitch, hello. The whole court, bitch. The Camelot, bitch, the round table, King Arthur, bitch. Girl. And the green grass grew all around, all around. Girl, like, but you have to ask yourself at like what point, like, I am having fun and I don't give a fuck, right? But you do have to ask yourself, like, is this attached to something else? So I'm in that process right now of evaluating that. Because I don't know. But we always, you know, when we have a normalized behavior within us, hello God, we'll never be honest with ourselves. Look at me reading the shit out of myself, girl. We'll never be honest with ourselves to say, girl, this is not a healthy vice. You know, this is not healthy, girl. It may be fun. It may be something that you want to do, but it's not a healthy vice. You know? So, that's where I get caught up in it. And that requires me to do a lot more work on myself too. You know? But anyway, that's just how I was feeling. Drop down in the comments, you know, does that touch and agree with you? Any insights, any thoughts? Okay, any experiences of your own, girl, that you want to share? So now I want to move on to something else, girl. So I was flipping through TikTok yesterday, right, while I was at work. And I saw this African man. He was giving some commentary, his thoughts, his beliefs, his perspective on the fact that Mr. Beast, famous social media star girl, made a bunch of fucking money. A bunch of platforms wanted to buy him out. He said, no, girl. So I think he kind of like gave that up, you know, to just basically use his platform, use his wealth to aid in the human experience. This man is doing what a lot could have done, should have done, hello God, just in terms of trying to make people's lives a lot brighter, a lot easier to live, you know. So Mr. Beast is over in Africa, and apparently him and his company, him and his foundation, I'm sure it's not just only him and his money. There are helping hands. There has to be a whole team over there. Highly doubt he's over there by himself, girl. Apparently he's over there and he's built over 100 water wells. And hearing a little bit about what a lot of these impoverished lands go through, right? The fact that children, women, men, whoever, people period, have to walk dangerous fucking landscapes. Girl, they have to, we see the videos sometimes of the women walking through packs of hyenas, bitch, with the fruit and the vegetables and the goddamn water on their goddamn head. Like, the fact that people have to go through all of that just to do their best to provide for their family, their village, community, tribe, all of it means the same in the end, right? That, to me, in 2023, like even back in the 90s, back in the 80s, like once the internet, once technology became what it was, there should have been no need for, especially the wealthiest, most resourceful country on the face of this planet. The beginning of life is actually there. To still be stricken with, just a very, and some people in tradition live that way because it's simplest, it's best, it's how they were raised. I'm not going to take that away from those people. That's why I'm being careful on how I bring this commentary, because I don't want to be disrespectful to a culture's way of life. Because you have a lot of people, a lot of tribes, a lot of, I forget the name. There's a name for people who want to live like untouched, unexplored land. Remember that guy who went over to some fucking island trying to be friendly girl? They speared his ass to death. Like, they don't speak English. They know nothing of the outside world, girl. It's almost like what America has with the Amish people. But way more, it's like discovering the Mayan temple, girl, the Aztec temple. And people are still there right now. You feel what I mean? Like, you still have those very few, but very active communities, very active social groups. And we're not allowed to fuck with them. We're not allowed to touch them. We're not even allowed to go over there. Actually, a lot of these islands have signs around them. Bitch, turn the fuck around and leave. I've seen a couple of videos of these white men and these researchers visiting these places illegally, and you don't know what kind of disease you could bring to them. You have people that have never left that island, girl. They have centuries and centuries of fucking culture and people that have lived there, have never made contact with the outside world. Like, you could literally bring genocide to them. So stay the fuck away. But just in terms of, Mr. Beast, and I'm watching this and I'm just thinking to myself, this man is genuine. He's actually taking what he has earned, what he has been able to afford himself, right? And give back. And not just give back on a small scale, giving out shoes to kids for back to school and, Christmas Santa Claus for our greedy asses, right? But actually changing the lives of a people forever. Giving water, which is the most precious resource on this planet, to people who traditionally, for many years of their life, since the beginning of their first people, used to have to walk miles and miles and miles and miles and miles through treacherous, dangerous territories, girl, just for a piece of what we have access to every single day of our lives. And it made me think about the bigger picture. All of these billionaires, millionaires, all these influential people, especially in the backyard of these tribes and villages that go through this. You do know there are tribes and villages that we don't hear about all the time, but lions, tigers are constantly using these open villages as their hunting grounds. So just trying to help these people build an electric fence, girl, or something, girl, just something. And the larger thing is like, this man did what their own people. Hello, God. Africa is filled with billionaires. So you got some very rich wealth over there. It took Mr. Beast and Pusha T and all these other people that have, done the work over there, right? And in places like that. But all of these billionaires, all these people, it's already been exposed, the enslavement camps they have over there for all their mining projects, right? Millions of people, men, women, and children being forced, beaten into free labor, girl. Thousands die daily just because of the treacherous conditions outside. if you don't die because it's hot as fuck, bitch, you're gonna die because someone's gonna beat the hell out of you because you decide you don't want to be a slave anymore. So it just really makes me think, like, human beings are so fucked up. Mr. Beast just basically became as wealthy as he did. He just became, while generational wealth has been pumping through and through. People still living in mud house. People still don't have access to clean water. People still don't have access to the bare necessities of life. So it goes to show that although there are a few select people that are good-hearted and do great things with their wealth, their influence, their power, whatever it is, that can change the lives of people, you can tell by the people that sit idly by, why is it that all the bad and evil people have accumulated all the wealth? And you can tell those bad, evil people that have accumulated all that wealth just by the fact that Mr. Beast, again, is doing something that other people could have already been doing. So when we look at Big Pharma, we look at oil, we look at all of the things, right? All of those people are demonic. All those people are evil. I'm going to share something with you real briefly. So I was going through the light bill situation, right? So these people send me a letter saying they have to give me an additional deposit to pay because I have been using up payment arrangements, because I've been so-called late, right, on my bill. Mind you, I always pay either before or on the date the payment arrangement was promised for. You guys offer the payment arrangement option. There's always a $5 fee, a late fee that's added to that. But then you turn around and say, because you're doing what's within our policy, we're going to have to charge you $133 because of how much. So what you never, in your terms and conditions, you never outlined that there's a limit to how many times a person can do a payment arrangement. And again, I could see if I was late on those payment arrangements, if I was not paying on the date promised for said payment arrangement. But now, and my thing is how fucked up is your logic or your heart? These companies don't care about you. You're a number to them. You're money to them. Because think about this, you dumb bitch. If I've been having issues paying my light bill on time, you offer the option to do a payment arrangement, which gives me more time to pay that bill. And I pay the $5 late fee every time I do it, right? You now punish me for using that option. If I was having a hard time, bitch, paying the goddamn bill and doing all them payment arrangements, what makes you think that I'm going to be able to make a regular payment on top of paying an additional $133 fee? Don't you think a supervisor should have saw the history and been like, well, he's already having, trouble paying the bill. Why would we then go ahead and add an additional fee? It's shit like that makes me want to fucking burn the world down. And again, it makes you question all of these so-called millionaires and billionaires and all these philanthropists, all these charities that only give back to themselves. Like there's nothing progressive about anything that a lot of these people of wealth have really done for the human experience. Mr. Beast just has brand new found wealth, basically. This man is doing 100 wells, girl. to a place that hasn't had clean running water since its beginning of existence. And all these people just walking around here not doing shit. They want to add to your your already overflown cup, bitch. And I don't got no more room, girl. The spillage is already exceeding the levels. Hello. What the fuck is going on here today, bro? That's why I can't wait till the school year's out. I don't do traffic well. I don't fuck around with all these people like that. I don't like it. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got. Hope you liked the video. Drop that in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Okay? Be blessed and never stressed. Remember that health is truly wealth. Take care. Bye.